Hi, my name is Rumbidzai Charlene Mutofo. I am the founder of Harvest Family Finance. What got me started in this journey is I've learned through experience, through my own life experience. My husband and I found ourselves made redundant, both at the same time back in 2019. And within a week, literally a month apart, I should say, we found ourselves without jobs, no income. And for the first time, we looked at ourselves and thought, what have we been doing? What have we actually been doing with our finances? We were earning money, we were traveling, we were enjoying life, but we just never learned about finances, what to do with them. So this is the time that felt like the worst time of our lives, but has turned out to be the most amazing thing that could have ever happened to us because it awakened us to the whole world of financial education, about financial freedom. So I started on a journey to start to read. What does this really look like? What does it mean? For the first time in all the years of working, over 10 years of working, I actually sat down and did a budget. From that, we saw that we were £14,000 in debt. And I tell you what, I don't know how we got there, but we did. So it was time. It was just like enough is enough. And also, we had our daughter, we had no jobs, and we were like, this can't be our lives, and this can't be her life ever. So I was started on a journey really of educating myself. I went through YouTube after YouTube. I read books. I read so many books and discovered a whole new world out there that I didn't know. I'd never budgeted, like I said before. I started to budget. I started to understand compound interest, stocks and shares, ISAs, the power of not having debt, the power of compounding, all of these things that were not taught in school. So as I started to educate myself, I made a conscious decision that my daughter will not go through what I've been through. She will learn and be educated. So I started to write children's books. And that's how the journey started. So from that, I founded Harvest Family Finance. And at the core of it, we're trying to educate children to have better financial outcomes. And I do this through fun and interactive storytelling where it's not about just like maths and figures. It's about storytelling. It's about finding the value of money. What are your needs and your wants? So I've written a few children's books with that on journey, but also through this work, I've worked with a lot of women on one-to-one coaching, on just educating them on finances. It's so funny. When I started out, I was like, okay, I'm there for the kids. I wanted the kids to learn, to have better outcomes. And all the parents kept saying, but we don't know what to do. What should we do with our children? So that kind of ignited a whole another kind of dimension of this, and that's what I've been doing. I've just been educating women and families and children on how to be financially literate. And what does that mean? It means understanding the value of money, understanding how to manage your money, understanding how to multiply your money. So I go through different talks and different themes regarding that to help you to be able to compound your money, to be able to multiply your money, to be able to make your money work for you and not you for your money. So that's what Harvest Family Finance is on. Check out our website. We've got courses that you can jump onto, that you can be part of. I have a monthly lunch and learn where we talk about different topics about finances. It's just a really chilled out space, a really safe space where we just talk about money, talk about habits that lead to us being broke, and all sorts of manner of things. So do join me once a month. If you go on my website, you will see that there is always a link to tell you when the next one is on. But also we have a word. I am also based on biblical financial principles. I have a ebook that is free for you that will talk about how you make money, how you manage money, how you multiply money according to God's word. So that's also something that I offer free. Do check out my website. You can get a copy of that as well, because it's so important to understand the basis of money according to the biblical principles, because that is where you're going to make it. That's how you're going to come from being broke, from struggling, from not sleeping at night, from being in unthinkable amount of debts, to being free, to be abundant, to be able to give generously, to be able to do all that you want, to have the choice. Fundamentally, for me, money is a tool. And what it does is give you the freedom to make choices when you want to pivot careers, when you want to stop doing certain things, when you want to be able to go to your children's plays and all the things that your children want without being tied down to an employee. And that's what Harvest Family Finance is about. But also, I just really want parents to start to have meaningful conversations with their children about money. And that's where all my books come in. So join us on this journey. It's a beautiful journey. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. But that's why we're going to learn together. Thank you so much for your time.